All right, guys, we're live, and yes, we are gonna keep going from 1500. Welcome back. Let me make sure we are good to know. Good to go. And let me see if my mic is working. Yep, everything is good. And this is going well. Perfect. Okay, we don't need you here. So far we've made it from 500 all the way to 1500. These are the stats so far. We got 141 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses, and we keep grinding. Hello. Okay, comments up here. Hey. Curacao. Hello. Hello. All right, so we continue with our system, and we're gonna continue to see how high we can get this account. We're playing the same material from the Chessable course as both white and black. Let me just make sure we're good to go. London in the house. Hello. All right, how do I do this? Okay, I just gotta do. Okay, perfect. And we're good to go. Hello. All right, keep at it. Keep it consistent, keep going through the videos, but more importantly, tactics. Dímelo. Todo muy bien. Trying to make it today to 1600 at least. All right, let's do it. Let me get this guy over here. And goodbye. And all right, everything is set. So let's get to it. We got the black pieces. Okay, we're playing a 1480. Now, by the time you get to 1500, typically, like we are 1501, typically you're gonna have to struggle a little bit, adjust. You're gonna go back down to 1400 and then back to 1500, and you do that a few times until you finally adjust and you get the hang of it. And once you get the hang of it, you're never gonna look back. And when you look back to the 1400s, you're gonna be like, these guys are easy. So far, we got, we're waiting to see what they play. Classical, Austrian, 150 attack, burn. So they're doing the classical. We keep on going. Todo muy bien, Vasil. What's going on? All right, bishop e2. I'm just going to castle. That's a very quiet setup. Bishop e3. Now let me go pawn to 6. I watch everything. Now, with that said, if you are on Twitch, at some point, like 30 minutes into it, it gets a little bit weird, the audio and stuff. Just know we're doing this on YouTube too, so you can always go to YouTube, way better. Hello. My pleasure. Thanks for being here and for the feedback. I keep telling that to everyone. Nobody agrees, but all right. So seriously speaking, I did c6 with the idea of playing knight b to d7, e5, assuming they were going to castle to the king side. When I see this move, it looks like they want to go to the queen side. I'm still gonna go knight b to d7. If they go queen side, I'm ready to play b5. Let's do it. This just got crazy. No. Hey, especially for you that you have a very good foundation already, very good level, this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna go b4. Now this is a system you're gonna see a lot. It's like as you go through different rating ranges, you're gonna see different systems used more than others. This opposite side castling, we sit a lot at this rating. Now, I'm thinking I could just take, knight leaves, I get this pawn. But what if I take here, then queen h6. I take, let's say they just hide. I go knight g4, queen leaves, and then I take on g7. Is that what I want? Nah, let me go king g7. Soon you're gonna be saying it for no reason. All right, I could just take, and then this is also hanging, or queen a5, b3, opening the map a little bit more. That's not so bad. Let me do that. This pawn is not gonna go anywhere. Although, now that I made this move, I think I should have taken right away, because e5 could have been annoying. All right, we got the pawn. Many people have a hard time anticipating our move before hitting e4. So we got it. Okay, so I wanted to do it this way because b3, every time we push a pawn in chess, we create weaknesses. The moment they pushed b3, c3 became available. So now I knew they were going to react by hitting my knight. And now instead of defending or bringing it back, I had this little hole for my pieces. Now, this has to be winning. Of course, they could play a4, but I could go around it. This has to be better for us. So, What to do, huh? Okay, I have a few ways to go about this. I could just take. I'm happy with this. If they take, check, and I get the rook, even though my queen is going to be out of the game, I could do knight b6 with the idea of knight d5. I could do bishop a6. And then if the rook takes, I get this bishop. If the queen takes back, I get this rook. So there are a few ways to go about it. Take a moment. Pretend like you're playing this game in a classical tournament. How would you go about it? Well, I'm so glad to hear. I'm so glad to hear. Basically. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the support, guys. Yeah, great. Another great channel. Feel free to check him out. Now, what do? I'm gonna take this one off. That one is a little bit too slow. So bishop a6 or taking. If I take, they could go king here. Let me go bishop a6. The thing is queen a2, king d1. If I do my check, they could block. I mean, we have to be in way better position, but all right, now we take. We're up a bishop for all we know, and if they take it, we get the rook. So from this moment on, you might want to attack the king and so on, but all I'm thinking is simplification. I'm up a knight. I just want to get to the end game. I don't even want to get the king. Now, if they give it to me, I might just do it, but let me go knight f6. I know this is hanging, but knight d5 would be a very nice fork. Well, my pronunciation is going to be horrible, but big shout out to Prodigy Salo. What is this channel about? Is it about chess? And so we just click on your username and it goes to the channel? Salo. All right. Of course, we look for any silly checks, any trouble, but this has to be winning. All right, guys, let's support each other. So if there's anyone trying to share their chess knowledge, just check out the channel. If you like it, subscribe and support. All right. My pleasure. All right, we got that one. And again, We didn't do anything extraordinary, just we did our setup. It looked like a very quiet system, like a silent system. So we castled. Bishop e3 now, we don't even know if they're going to go this side or this side. c6, always very, very flexible. And now this is clear they want to go queen side. I could have played b5, but this move is also very flexible. It goes well with any system, actually. So now that they made it, they defined their position, we go after it. Quickly, they didn't realize this connection. And that's it. Weak square, we get to it, we're already making contact. So with that said, let me just update here. So we have 142 wins and back to the next one. It's always around 2400, but that doesn't mean I couldn't get destroyed by lower rated players. And that was a nice game. Nice game to start, not too much pressure. All right, if they play knight f6, this is gonna be like the classical, but with the bishop on c5 or c4 when we play. Wait, I could do this, right? Same thing. The central fork, of course, you're looking at it from with the white pieces, color reversed, but we're playing the same system. There you go. We talked about this on chapter 1 of the Chessable course. Well, I mentioned this on the video number 100 when I talked about my story and so on. But basically, I've always wanted to do it. Like when I started to get more into teaching chess, I was only working with people who had money and they could pay me for what I wanted to be paid, right? And more often than not, I would have people in tournaments come up to me asking for lessons. I'm like, this is how much I charge, and they're like, oh, I can't. So it was always a little bit annoying. Tactics time, white to move, find the tactic. It was always a little bit annoying, but I had to pay the bills, but I was always there. So finally, when the pandemic hit, I was working from home, I had more time, and I said, you know what, let me start doing a YouTube channel step by step. That way, those who cannot afford to pay for chess lessons, they could use it. But also, if I stop doing this in 5-10 years, well, at least I left something behind. It's not like, oh, I used to teach or play chess and that's it. So that was the main motivation. But then a lot of you guys started to find value in it and leave feedback, and really you were enjoying it. So we kept going. Look, I'll tell you, just spending time with my family, and if we can travel somewhere, things like that, nothing else. I was lucky enough to make my hobby that used to be chess my main source of income. There you go, bishop f7, bishop f7. Bring it on. Welcome aboard, bishop f7. Simple tactic. If you do puzzle rush, if you do your tactics, you should be familiar with it. All right, I wish I could continue with more checks, but we can't. Well, I'm gonna be okay with this. I'm going to be okay with this. Dun, dun. Okay, for all I know, I'm up a commons, and their king is in the center, so I like this position already. All I'm thinking is, again, simplify. I'm not Brazilian, but also that 2400 is online. USCF, the highest I've gotten is 2308, and right now it's way lower. It's 22 something. Okay, let me develop my pieces. I need to improve my pieces as quickly as possible. I didn't want to put the knight on c3 because then they messed up my pawn structure, which is not a big deal, but I didn't want that to happen. All right. What to do, what to do. Okay, my pieces are developed. My rook is coming here next. We should be fine. We should be fine. Okay. Ooh, all right. Congrats. Now, as you get closer to 1000, focus more in tactics, review your games, and enjoy the process. Nice. Glad to hear. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. And yeah, a lot of you guys are leaving reviews, good reviews, which, I mean, it's nice because it helps the course to get recommended and so on. But it also makes me feel better that you guys are understanding it and really using what we explained. All right, this check has to be done. I didn't even calculate much, but the king has to get on the d file. This comes with a tempo. My knight could go to d6 next. That king in the center, sooner or later, gets us in trouble. What do you mean maybe? What do you mean maybe? I don't know what you're talking. Maybe it's not about me. All right. Now we gotta play this. It's very, very gratifying. Absolutely. All right. We activate the rook. The other one is coming in. So for all I know, I got pair of bishops, I got active pieces, and I'm up a couple pawns. Unless we blunder a piece, which I could easily do, we should be winning this game without much effort. You're more than welcome, but definitely if it's going up, it's mainly because you're being consistent with your training, you're doing your tactics, and so on. All right, Bishop Cemetery, we are all familiar with that. Well, when I went to college for business administration, and I did it with a focus in healthcare. So in my mind, I just wanted to be an administrator in a hospital or something like that. Mainly because I know there's always going to be hospitals, and I know there was going to be a good pay, right? So I got my first job with benefits and everything. I was like, Mom, I made it. But of course, like most people, when you get to it, wait, that knight is coming here. That knight is coming here. Cha, cha, cha. I really want to take you, but it's not really necessary. Oh, wait. Check, and then check. So when I made it there, I mean, I liked it, but I quickly realized it's not what I wanted. Like, in order for me to move up, I quickly moved up a little bit, but there were so many people above me and people who were already in their 60s, and they had no plans to retire. They were like, I want to stay here. So, and what really funny was the fact that I had to be in an office from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. every day from Monday to Friday. And I mean, it's okay. We have to do it. We have to pay the bills. But I was like, this is not what I want. I don't want to be another 30 years doing that. And when it really hit me was one day my wife and I, we went to the very nice park we have here by the beach, by the water. And we had a great time. I go to the office on Monday, and I think it was like Tuesday, and it was like 10 in the morning. I'm like, there are a lot of people in that park now just relaxing, having fun, and I'm stuck in here doing something I don't really care about until 5 p.m. And that's it. I said, you know what? Let me look into this other thing, the chess thing. And luckily, it started to pick up, and I started to work with more private schools and private lessons. And it was, by the time I was making more or the same amount of money I was making in that job, I just told my wife, I'm going to take a risk here, focus only on the chess part. If it goes wrong, I have my degree, I go back to it. But luckily, it only took off, and that's it. That's me. But life is crazy. you never know. Maybe I have to go back to it. We never know. For now, I'm just with caution, just doing my thing, and let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, I gotta go after the bishop sooner or later. I'm up a couple pawns still. Bishop has to be trapped. Let me just go here. No, I'm from Cuba. Cuba. Almost the same thing. Look, you have lots of videos, guys, on YouTube. If you want something more more organized, more in detail, that's exactly what I'm trying to promote with this Speedrun, which is the Chessable course. It just came out. You can see the link in the description. All right, we got this one, nothing fancy, same ideas, but as the white pieces. All right, let me update this. So that's 143. And we got the white pieces again. All right, same thing. I'm pretty sure, not one, many, but we made it. We made it. All right, so look, this already with the pawn on f6 give me the impression that they want to play aggressively. Queen, bishop e6, queen d7, and then attack. No. I met Carlsen. I met Ramirez, I think that's how you pronounce it. Austrian. Because they came to Miami for an event and I was lucky to get in. But no, not Hikaru. Not yet. Okay, knight c3 or c3. I'm gonna play knight c3. Nah, it's not. It's only if you're not familiar with it. It will get you off guard and it could be tricky. But if you know what you should do, the typical plans, you should be fine. Let me go knight d2. Putting pressure here, hypermodern approach. E4. Not in person. Trust me. It was. If it had been in person, it would have been a different story. But all right, let me go. Look, this pawn structure, we have talked about it many times. The center is locked. Look at your pawn structure is aiming at the king side. We expand there by targeting the pawn in front of our most forward pawn. This is my most forward pawn. So I'm going to target this guy by playing f4. Look, I think if we have to pick one, it should be the open Sicilian, just knight f3, the second move. But that doesn't mean it's what you have to play. Pick something you like, something you enjoy, and you'll be fine. Now, notice how the most forward pawn for me now is going to be this one. So I got to go after the one in front of it, which is this guy. Oop. You mean they castle opposite side and then attack? First game today was just like that. But all you have to do is delay castling, play c3, b4, and a4. All right, pawn storm. No, I don't want to take. There we go. We made contact. Now we gotta bring all of these pieces over to the king side, little by little. No, I've been wanting to go to and see what it is like. I'll be here for a while, so enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, I have had the pleasure to play them in tournaments, classical games. Typically you want to take with the pawn, but I'm gonna go with the knight. And of course, online, I played it more often, especially if I play Title Tuesday. Keep training, keep training, keep training, keep training, keep training. Now, it's just that maybe you're not that experienced enough yet, but you train consistently, you do your tactics, couple of months, 2, 3, 4 months, that's it. He's gonna feel, even if you don't beat them yet, they're gonna feel the pressure. All right, this is in the air. Right, gotta be energetic. It's all about getting to them before they get to you. No idea. Maybe you just get more relaxed. Maybe you're overconfident. It could happen. What do you mean in the second phase? All right, so we are fully developed. Everything comes with a tempo. Don't be surprised if this happens. This is probably gonna be it. Yeah, exactly. You could do that. And if you buy it without the videos, then they will give you like, hey, you can upgrade to the videos. And sometimes they have promotions and discounts. So yeah, the answer is yes. Thank you, thank you. Now you actually want to stay away from cheap tricks. It's just things like, look, I told you they might just take. It's just like people learn little traps, like opening traps. You see that more in the open. Like if you do this move and they do this, like the 4-move checkmate, right? But number one, they only work if they do specific moves, and typically they only work once. Like you're not gonna get the same person twice with the same one. And what happens is, as fun as it is, that time that you're using to learn or to memorize cheap tricks is time that you're not using to really learn chess and develop skills, such as your tactics and your understanding of chess concepts. So very popular, especially people who are trying to sell something or to get you to see their videos. They'll be like, hey, learn this trap in this opening, learn this trap. And yeah, you're having fun. It's fun when you get someone, but again, you're just giving up on what really, really matters. All right, I think we gotta move out of the way. Yeah, I gotta move out of the way. Now my opponent is being very energetic. I have to be careful. No silly mistakes. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. So queen e1, and you can transfer to the king side and still take a look at the queen side. You're right about that. All right, let me go with this. I'm hitting the bishop. Now, never leave your queen on the same file as one of your opponent's rooks, on the same diagonal as one of your opponent's rooks. But here, I think we have the time. They don't have anything promising. Hey, thanks for the feedback and thanks for dropping by. Everything is going great. We haven't lost yet, not today. All right. What to do? Let me just go here. Remember, I'm up a pawn, so simplification I'm okay with it. I know that I'm doubling up my pawns, but that also opens up my rook. We cannot have it all. What's up? It's not. Just really understand what we're supposed to do, the plans, and you'll be okay. We've talked about that so many times. That's actually what we want. We want those central pawns to advance. But anyways, if you give me something more specific, like a specific position, we can definitely go more over it, more in detail. All right, let me bring the rook over to the C file. No way. Are you? No, they're difficult. Look, it doesn't matter what opening you pick. You're always going to have some lines that are more difficult than others. So that means you have to focus on them. Okay, there we go. Let's trade. Wait. Am I up an exchange? When did that happen? Let me go back. Oh, true. They sacrificed here. True. I'm not up a pawn. I'm up an exchange. All right, everything changes then. Here I was thinking I was only up. All right. I am, but I'm not that. I'm just not good with social media, guys. But I am. I think if you, it's the same name, same username. All right. I'm impressed. And thanks for being here then. That's it. You're right on it. Now they have to trade. Now my opponent is getting low on time, and we have more material. It shouldn't be difficult. Okay, I'm not even going to hesitate here. I wonder if rook f5, bishop f4 is what I want. No. I don't like that. All right, let's improve the knight then. Now, if I could keep my pieces on light squares, better, because this bishop, they have a dark square bishop. They could be really, really annoying. All right, my friend. It is what it is. I think this is a simple tactic, deflection. If they take, the bishop is hanging. So my first instinct was, look at these checks. They're not safe. Okay, my only reply is to go back to g3. I know that. Let me just double check. This move very counterintuitive, but it works. It works out. Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this much. Wait. I'll tell you this much, but let me make sure I don't blunder. There's a difference when you play on screen to when you play on a board, an actual board. But I would say, so there's a difference, but the main thing to keep in mind is, are you going to play on a screen or are you going to play over the board? Like if you're going to play a tournament, you might want to use the board to adjust to it, right? But if you play only online on your phone, the computer, well, just stick to that. Just stick to that. I don't know if that was your question. I don't know if I answered it. All right, check without getting too fancy. Look, I've never really been on YouTube, like consuming YouTube content other than music. Like I have always YouTube on my TV, playing some music in the background. For chess, like for a long time, I was not really playing tournaments. I was not active, just teaching. So I wouldn't really consume chess content. But on top of that, I just don't like to watch sports, not even chess. Like I remember some of my students showing me videos from, what's his name, Akadmeiro, I think, that he analyzes games and so on. So that's how I knew about them. But I never really followed anyone until I saw a video by, I think it's Chess Bra, Eric. I think I always confuse the Erics, but the one from Chess Bra. I saw the guy playing, I think it was a bullet game. And I'm like, how can this guy play so fast? Because I know I've played people who are really fast, but that was impressive. So I remember seeing that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to check him out again. But I'm just too lazy. All right. Let me see if I can keep this simple. Is this the simplest way to do it? Probably not. Okay, always look on light squares. I don't want that bishop to be annoying. Okay, the knight is being annoying now. Check. There you go. No, I guess but it's with anything. I like to play soccer. I like to play basketball. I like to play sports, but I don't like to watch. That's just me. Like here in the US, I know the Super Bowl is a big deal and people get really excited. I've never seen one. I couldn't care less. The same thing, the soccer World Cup, couldn't care less. I'll be down to play anytime, but again, that's just me. Now guys, today I'm just continuing with this speed run, trying to use what we covered in the Chessable course. That way you have it there in practice. Soon we're gonna be regular streams where I just play viewers. Okay, if I go, no, I cannot go check. I need this knight here in order for me to do mate. So let me start by going here and then mate. It's not gonna be until next year, probably January or something like that. I'm not playing more chess. Not this year. When is it? You always tell me the day before. When is it? All right, guys, we got that one. We were winning anyways, but we had to find this little pattern, rook and knight checkmate. All right, let's go to the next one. And let me update. Okay, we got the white pieces again. So this is 144. And we use the same setup, but as the white pieces. There we go. There you go. I don't even know the name, but I know how to do it. All right, we have time to train then and prepare. All right, doing the same setup. John. So you have 19? Now, again, this setup, did we cover it in the course? Of course not, but you just pick one of the plans. I'm going to put my pawn on e4. They're not even trying to claim the center. So I put my pawn on e4. Then, do I put the knight on c3, on d2? Do I put the bishop on g5? Your choice. Just pick one of the plans. I gave you a toolbox with plans. You pick the plan you want and stick to it. Richard, what's going on? How is Norway? You're not in London, you're in Norway. All right, I'm gonna go knight c3. All right, you just got the most important part to that area, which is being aware. You're aware of your problem, just work on it. whenever you're winning, remind yourself, like I do it here all the time. I'm winning, let me not mess it up. I mess it up all the time. Let me be very careful. Like in this game I just played, I kept saying, keep my pieces on the light squares. Keep my pieces on the light squares because they had a dark square bishop. We make mistakes and we learn. All right, here, look. I'm going to play d4. I still got my fianchetto. And since they're not claiming the center, well, I'm going to do so. Exactly, yeah. We're doing our thing. But now, look, everything changed the moment they played c5. This is already the Sicilian defense. It's like by transposition, but it's like if I had played e4 on the first move and they had played c5. All right. Cha, 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 cha. Let's do it. Well, two things. I'm really trying to get this account to supplement the Chessable course, but Title Tuesday's gotten a little bit too crazy for me. There's money in it, and people get silly when there's money in it. They get too serious, and there are people accusing other people of cheating. There are people just cheating, and I'd rather stay away from that. If I don't enjoy it, plus it doesn't really apply to this. Like I like to play it because it's a great opportunity to play grandmasters and really tough opponents. But for this, I really want to go through the ranks for you to see how this plays out at the 500, 800, 1000, 1200, and so on. So with that said, I wonder if I should take you here. Takes, do I want that? I think I do. Or it takes d6, bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. 1094. Which one is better? So I look at my two candidate moves and then I compare the final position. Which one do I like better? Hanging bishop here, so there's some ideas with that too. Okay, let me do this first. So probably they take with the bishop. And then I'm gonna go over here. Look, I play it all the time, guys. This is not like I'm teaching you something and I play something else. If you have been following me, I've been showing you my games from classical tournaments. Like I showed you my games from the World Open in Philadelphia. And even though I lost my first round against a grandmaster using this system, it was because I got excited and I sacrificed a piece. But this is what I play. And after I did the Chessable course, I'm like, this is what I'm gonna play. I don't want to be continuing to play these complex lines that I memorized before the tournament and then forget. This is my thing when I play the Hypermodern openings. So, of course it plays. And not me, I'm a nobody. But if you look at players like Mamedjarov, he plays it all the time and he's an elite player. He's a top 10 or something like that. All right. Should we go bishop g5? Should we not? How about d takes c5? Let me play a5, just trying to break this. The real deal. I don't think it's time to take yet. Not yet. Let me go bishop g5. What do you mean, what courses did you get? Look, Magnus played it. I mean, Magnus can play whatever he wants. But I think it was during the Olympiad this year, or was this year or last year? He played all the time. Like he had a period that he was only playing it and he was making it work. Of course, he's winning because he's Magnus. But what I really want you to understand is don't pick an opening because it's popular, because Magnus plays it or not. He could play whatever. Just play what they used to play when they were at our level. Or, of course, ultimately play what you like, when you enjoy. All right, with that said, we gave them the pair of bishops. Now we take. I wonder. Like this move shouldn't be a problem. Let me just go h3. Nah. Doesn't seem right. Okay, we're getting low on time, and this is getting very uncomfortable. All right, let's do it. Exactly. But that's because his understanding of the middle and endgame are a different story. That's it. And that's what really, really matters. Yeah, I was about to let go of the pawn. It's not a big deal, but nah. That's all I'm doing here. Against a Sicilian, against anyone. Against anybody. Now we're getting low on time. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, exactly. Now, let's see who makes the mistake. Someone is going to make a mistake. I hope it's not us, but someone is going to make that mistake. Like, this is falling. I hope it's not a big deal. Like, I just need some counterplay. Let him get that pawn. It's going to be far anyways. Rook e2, I need to defend this pawn. There's a lot of pressure down the c file. b4 is coming. Also, I want to move my knight. Yeah, they took the pawn, and I wonder if I should do this. No, I don't think so. Let me move out the way. My pleasure. And thanks for dropping by. Now let's see if we can get out of this one. We're low on time. We're already in an inferior position. Make no mistake. Their pieces are just too active. So I need to make sure I don't simplify the game. I need to make sure that I complicate the game. Let me see if I can put pressure on this guy. I need to make sure I complicate the game. I know. I mean, luckily we have 5-second increment, not a big deal. But still, we gotta find a plan here. You take. It's pretty annoying, actually. All right, we gotta make some rough decisions here, drastic decisions. Thank you. It's not the objective, but thank you, and likewise. I know. Time. Now, I'm willing to let go of this guy to get some pressure on the king. I'm already losing anyways. So let's see if we can complicate the game. My opponent is doing great, keeping his possession, not making any silly mistakes. Anyone would have taken the rook. He's taking his time, really making sure I don't get any counterplay. Okay, we got something here. Maybe not what we wanted, but we got something. I don't think so, because he let me in. So there's something I'm not seeing here. Okay, probably that's what it is. Oh, yeah. I just made a mistake. Probably just made a mistake. I didn't realize the bishop is here. Oh, my friend. My friend. Cha. Gotta make a decision. Gotta let go. I have to let go. Yeah. Everything collapsed. All right, we lost that one. We did lose that one. And I'm really curious now to see if I had something. Now, well played by my opponent. He didn't give me any breaks. Now, after I took on f7, did I mess it up? Or was I still losing? No. Knight g6 was definitely... Yeah, no, I had nothing. It looks like it wasn't that bad. Oof, look at this. I had to just take on b4. I had to take on b4. Yeah, of course. Not that complex to see it. But to be fair, I only saw the bishop hanging later. Just take on b4. That was the move. Nice. All right, so we gotta update. Let me go here and update the score. So that would be 3 losses. And this is said. Now, if we had lost or gotten in trouble in the first 10 moves, you wanna go back to the course, update, see what you did wrong, or if you forgot one of the lines. In this case, we got in trouble much later. So just review the game carefully. It had to be something tactical. All right, we go to the next one, black pieces. Accuracy, let me see if I can go. Okay, let me make my first move. Wait, let me go here, archive. Oh, it said it. I think it said it there. My opponent played with 84%. 84% accuracy, not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Let's take it out on our current opponent. Oh, look, it's not the first one. We are, if you play chess, you have to be used to losing. There's no, I don't care who you are, you gotta get used to it. Okay, so we got our setup in place. Now, do we play bishop g4? Do we play knight c6? Do we play c6? I'm gonna go bishop g4. Why not? Now, notice that my opponent is not really trying to grab the center or be aggressive. They left the bishop in here. Let's see how we deal with that. I don't know why, but it happens. Some people say when they put it on 1050 or it gets better, but just know this is also being streamed on YouTube, so feel free to just go to YouTube. All right, all right, all right. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the support. Take care, guys. All right, let me play 5. So we have to strike the center sooner or later. Let's do it now. Yeah, it's always with Twitch for some reason. Now, remember, if you're being attacked on the flanks, this is a general chess principle. If you're being attacked on a flank, you gotta strike the center. Thank you. Thank you. At least. I think I'm gonna play a few games with less time control, because if not, it's gonna take forever. Welcome aboard. Okay, we're taking. Now there's a weak square on d3. We're going to occupy it. Why not? And that's the whole point of striking the attack on the flank. You strike the center to try to get some counterplay there. If I put pressure in the center, they're gonna have to react to it, and they won't be able to continue to attack. All right. Because it's easier on my eyes. If it's annoying to you guys, let me know, we can change it. It's just that I'm here for hours and it's just easier with this. I'm thinking pawn takes, e4, bishop e2, queen c2. I wonder. We gotta do it. Risky because I'm opening up my king, the G file, but of course I have. I gotta pay you a visit. All right. Welcome aboard. And let's see if we can get to use it here. Yeah, queen c2 is the idea. Now I'm thinking if things get ugly, I just move out the way and bring the rook and counterattack through the G file. All right. I don't think I'm missing anything. All right, now let's talk about this. Knight g4 and then queen b5. Is it really that important? Nah. Let him get the pawn. Careful not to get trapped. It's not the first time it happens. Hey, I think he's gonna be he has to be if someone, I think I like him a lot to be a future world champion. Very, 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 very strong. All right, all right. All right, thank you, thank you. I do. I have a green screen behind me, but I do have a background. Those guys know what they're doing. They're not that good, but they know what they're doing. Hello, hello. Okay, they didn't like us in their territory, so we left. At least this rook is just gone from the king side. I don't think we're gonna be attacked on the king side. All right. Let's get to it then. Cha 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 cha. Bring it on, bring it on. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see if this helps. Let's see if this helps. I don't think they want to take on a7. Rook d7 should take care of it. So most likely knight b5 or knight a6, and bishop h6 should do it. What am I missing? Ah, bishop b5. No, but then I have queen c7. So that doesn't make any sense. I might be missing something, but I believe we got a piece. All right, say hi to him next time you see him. No, I think he was a very strong player. He didn't do much. He just kept it cool and outplayed me. That's it. That's it. Enjoy your break. Yeah, I think my opponent is realizing that I cannot go anywhere. Everyone is talking about Kramnik now. Like yesterday I was teaching a lesson and my student goes, he was working on an exercise and all of a sudden he's calculating and he's like, hey, do you hear what Kramnik said about Nakamura? So we had to talk about it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It is proven to be the case. But they have this check. You know, I thought I had this before and it doesn't work. They always have that annoying check. Okay, we got the piece. We got the piece. Now I wonder if I should have taken with the rook. I think so. Yeah, of course, I dropped the pawn. Okay, rook on the 7th rank. Rook d3. Rook d3. Why rook d3? It looks like a very fancy move. I don't know. I wanted to secure my knight. I don't want to get fancy because that's how I lose my games. Look, this everyone knows he's very talented, and he's been doing this for many years. He's been playing online bullet and blitz for probably over 20 years. So he got skills. What can we say? All right, so this is a check. That's a check. I'm not sure if I want to trade pieces. Okay, at least all of my pieces are coordinated. They're working together. They are working together. Go, 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 go. Just pick what you like and try to learn from them, and that's it. Almost. That would have been nice, but I just don't see it happening yet. That bishop, that bishop. Wait. Cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few 3-minute ones, 3-2, because this one's I'm not gonna make it to my 1600, not at this pace. Okay, I was initially gonna take. I think I could do it. No. I don't want to allow any checks down here. There's no need. We should be okay. They got pawns for the piece, but I guess f6 is on the win. I gotta be careful. I don't want to get checkmated. Not when I'm winning like this. This is hanging. My rook is interfering with their defense. But still, I feel like I'm just getting too fancy. Just too fancy. Saludos, saludos. ¿Cómo está Uruguay? Mistake. This is mine. Yeah, that was too much. I think I could have even taken with the queen. All right, we got that one. Let's go ahead and move it up a little bit. Let's see how 3-2 goes. All right, that's 145. Finally, they gave us a break. I agree. That's why I picked that. Let's do 3-2. See if I can make it at least to 1550. Okay, so classical setup, nothing fancy. Bishop c4. We get ready for the central fork, and that's it. Boom. And that's it. That perfect center is gone. We got the pair of bishops. Feeling good about that. I don't understand. I'm not really gonna pay attention to that pawn. Okay, they wanted it badly. So all I'm doing is quickly developing, putting more pressure on this pin. We gotta be getting something here. It's showing now. Dímelo, dímelo, ¿cómo está todo? ¿Cómo está todo? Okay, so d6. I mean, they have to take, otherwise this is checkmate. Now look at the difference between 1577 3-2 and 1500s 5-5. 5-5, they have more time to think, way more quality, better quality chess. So consider that when you're playing. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this has to be now, give me the queen. And the thing is, this move simply blocked the bishop from defending. Suecia, ¿qué tú haces en Suecia? ¿Qué haces en Suecia? It was probably better, it was probably good before. I just wanted to really add more pressure to it. Okay, this has to be made, right? I'm not missing anything. They could block, but we take and then. All right, we got that one. Again, it was just the same classical variation. We did the central fork. It has the surprise factor. Okay, so there we go. All right, bishop g2. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Okay, so pay attention. Me imagino cómo está el frío ahí. Bueno, saludos, saludos y sal de ahí, ¿qué haces ahí metido? Okay, so look, some of you asked, can I play it against the Sicilian? Now, when I play 4, this is like playing a King's Indian attack. It's like e4, c5 on the first move, Sicilian, or even e4, e6 first move, which is French, and they transpose into this position. Okay, we gotta play 5. This pawn, we have talked about it a lot. Very, very nice pawn to have. Let me go 94. That's it. Weak square. They pushed the E and the C pawn, and D6 became weak. Now, simple pin. You know, I'm not a fan. I have seen like 1 or 2 that someone has recommended, like, hey, watch this. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and I want to finish it. So I finish it. All right, we got the knight. Now bishop gets developed with a tempo. Ooh. Yeah, they just don't care, but this is now too much. Just too much. Yeah. So again, the same setup, tactics, 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 tactics. Okay, let me just update. So that's 147. I do my setup. This is a very shy approach, but we still do the same thing. Pin, pin, pin. All right, I'm gonna go knight c6. You could play e5 right away, not a big deal. You could play bishop g4 right away, not a big deal. Oh, yeah. And even higher, even higher. That's why when I tell my students to do puzzle rush, they tell me, oh, but the first 10, 20 exercises are just wasting time, very easy. And I tell them, look, if I look through your games, I'm pretty sure that you or your opponents are missing these simple tactics. And if you don't train them enough, you're going to get rusty. You're going to miss them too. Code geese. All right, I'm gonna take a look. Like the only one that like the first one I saw, okay, let me see. I gotta play f5. So where do I put the knight? h5, d7, e8. What was the name of it? Okay, let me just go back here, just momentarily. I saw one, it was, I think it was Death Note or something like that. It was interesting. Absolutely, absolutely. If I play f5, you take, I take. Yeah, why not? But you know, at the same time, I have to tell you, you have to have a certain level to really take the most out of Hikaru's explanations. Like I remember, first time I saw Chessable, I got in and there was a free King's Indian by Hikaru. So it's a King's Indian defense. I was like, let me take a look. Man, he's a genius. But he was explaining that like, you do this, you do that, and even for me that I have a decent understanding and I know the King's Indian defense, I was like, I just cannot keep up, man. I just cannot keep up. So something to keep in mind. All right, c6. I don't want that knight in my territory, but then you're gonna go to f4. Maybe just go knight f6. You're gonna go knight f4 anyways. If I take, what do you take with? With the rook? Okay, let me take. I'm opening up the bishop if they take with the pawn. I like it because I'm opening up my rook, so hard to say no. True. You'd let me know, guys. You let me know. There's not a huge difference, honestly. All we want is to push the f pawn. So that's why I was like, do I go to h5, e8, or d7? h5 sometimes runs into trouble. So this one is more, a little bit quieter. Okay, let me go here. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are a group of players who really appreciate that. And because look, with my videos on YouTube, 95% of people really like the fact that I go slowly and I repeat and so on. But I get from time to time, I get someone saying, oh, but come on, you're going too slowly. I'm going to have to fast forward. So we're all different, right? But make no mistake, if you're not that advanced and you get into those 1,000 lines openings, I don't really see the value. I mean, you're always going to learn something, but Queen g5 winning, I had it in mind. Take. You mean here? But how is it winning? You're hitting the knight. But I don't know what to do next. I don't know. I don't know if winning. All right. This is coming here probably at some point. Now we got opposite color bishops. In the end game, they tend to be drawish. In the middle game, whoever is attacking should have the upper hand. So I need to be energetic. Yeah, welcome to the club. Thank you. And this time we got 2-second increment, not 5. Gotta remember that. Yeah, bishop g2 is probably happening up. So that's gonna happen, and then they might want to do something like this. Nope, that's not what they want. Okay, so we got out of the way. Anyways, I wanted to get away from the light squares. So thank you for that, my friend. Interesting. All right, my opponent is forcing me to do the right moves, to put my pieces where I want them to be. So that's good. Okay, what if I go here now, my friend? I can't. Now, I'm not concerned about this yet, but I have to be careful with this bishop. All right. Ooh, in between move. Now we're up on exchange. Fine, fine, fine. Now don't make any silly mistakes. Rook e7, Rook e2. There you go. Everyone on dark squares because the bishop is on light squares. Get out of here. Actually, Rook e3 should do it. Dark squares. Everyone on the dark squares. All right, we got that one. And again, this one was just a quiet setup, very passive. And we had to find a way to put pressure. How? Well, e5 automatically gives us this pawn structure. And we want to play on the king side. So bishop g4. Knight d4, very nice with a tempo. They had to go back. And then again, this is a critical moment. I want to move f5. So moving the knight is just temporary. Eventually, the knight gets back to f6. Let me just go to the next one. And so that's 148. And we do the same thing as the white pieces. Now d5, most likely. Nope. d5, most likely. Nope. All right, we castle. Hello, hello. Now aggressive. I just added a chapter to this. You could just play h4. However, at this point I could just take you. So I'm gonna go here. But just know h5, h4. That's it. Or if you're playing as black, they push the h pawn, you do h5. Yeah, they did it anyways. And I'm gonna take it. If you wanna give the rook, fine. Yep. Now you have to checkmate me, my friend. I know. Okay, let me ask you to leave. That's okay. Cha. Queen d2, get away from this pin. All right, fair enough. Should I take this? I mean, probably not, but so tasty. What to do. I want to keep it simple. This move looks so ugly. So ugly. Because I'm blocking this rook, but let's see if I can put this in motion. The thing is, my opponent sacked the rook to expose my king, but they just don't have pieces to follow up. All right, I'm going to... going to not rush it. F4. Now their king is still in the center. It's not like they castled queenside. Okay, this is perfect for them. That's what they wanted. Let me kick you out of here. Always being careful of the tactics. So I think the knight has to go back. Okay, very good. This is defended. G3. I feel like I'm complicating this too much, but let's see. No, I cannot play E4. I'm pinned. Okay, I saw this far. I don't think I'm missing anything. And this is so important. People hate to be attacked like this, but we gotta get comfortable with this. The art of defense. You gotta learn to defend. Okay, get out of here. Just for now. What am I missing? Okay, you cannot be happy where you are right now. If they take the rook, in between move, and then we take back. They cannot even play f6. So what could you play? 94? Yeah. Hello, hello. Yeah. I almost went for that too, but. Now, notice that we're not doing anything fancy, just getting to the middle game. We're using the same system, and then we play chess. Tactics. Okay, in between move, that's a check. All right, we got that one. Let me go to the next one. Let me update the... So that's gonna be 149. And same setup, same old. Now, Austrian, classical, no, burn. Okay, someone asked about the burn. Let's do it. Okay, any indication of aggressive opposite side castling, instead of playing the bishop g4 plan or the knight c6 plan, I'm going to go pawn to c6, just in case. You're learning about yourself. Okay, I'm gonna castle now because even if they do this, I'm in good shape to attack them. There you go. I'm telling them, don't even try to go to this side of the board. But they just don't care. I get it. Now, bishop g4. I rarely mix this plan with this plan, but it makes sense. I'm developing my pieces, putting pressure on that knight. Careful with taking that knight, because then they open up lines towards the king. Okay. This is a little bit weird. Risky business, but let me go queen b6. Notice that we're playing a 1600 opponent, so we gotta be careful. I'm gonna go all the way back. Reason being is that I want the knight to go to d square. Now, I wasted a move going back and forth, but it's the same move they wasted with the knight, so I don't feel bad about that. Now, e5 or knight b to d7. Let me go knight b to d7. These moves you have to be more than familiar with. You see, sooner or later, you gotta put a pawn in the center. You gotta strike with e5, but we do it whenever we want to. I can do whatever I want to. All right, that center is not as stable anymore. Now f5, I'm gonna play it. Whatever happens, happens. Of course, trick, but at the end of the day, I'm just controlling the center. Now, pay attention, we saw this in the other game too. The same f5 and you get this structure, which gives you very nice control over the center. Well, if they just do this, you wait, and then if they take, you take back with the king and control this. We just don't want the queen to get there. Okay, get out of here. The only thing I didn't like about my f5 move is that e6 becomes weak. So I gotta be careful with this knight. Very, very careful. Now, do I want this pawn? Of course not. I don't want the rook to get activated. Now I keep improving my pieces. I don't really know how this is going to end, but I'm just improving my pieces. When your pieces are active, tactics are gonna be in the air. Okay, they want this pawn, I guess. This is what you want. This is what you really, really want. So I wonder. Okay. I might be missing something, but with my rook on the 7th rank, I should be okay. Even if eventually they take this, rook d8, I should control it. Let's do it. Is that how you want to play it? So this is the defender of it. If I could deflect it, I go after you. At the same time, I'm ready to just take, followed by this. Ah, they forgot about my bishop. I want that. How annoying is this, huh? Okay, I want to go after the bishop. No. If they take, we have check. No, it's not checkmate. I thought it was, but it's not. It is not. What's going on with my mouse? Not right now, my friend. Now again, my pieces on light squares, they have a dark square bishop. I don't want any trouble. Fair enough. Pin, we're getting pins again. Simple tactics. Yeah. All right, we got that one again. This one was the simple system, and then burn. We just play our chess. C6. Every time I see they prioritize queenside over kingside, it could be crazy attack, opposite side castling. So I go c6 and b5 eventually. All right, let's go to the next one. Now let me update the score. So that's 150 using the same. Oh, let me play. No. Okay, classical. There we go. Aha, but you see, it's classical, and I might just mechanically castle, but they're prioritizing the queen side. So I'm gonna play c6 just in case. All right. Now let me castle. If they go queen d2, I'm gonna go b5. No, queen e2, but still, we know what they're after. So let me ask, are you really sure you wanna go to that side? No. Okay, they said no. Bishop g4. I always say that I don't like to combine bishop g4 and c6, but I've done it twice already. Let me hit you over here. This move is because against e5, I want to be able to play knight d5. And with the knight on c3, it's not so nice. All right, fully developed. Now we just play chess. This is move number 11 already. What was it? The knight d3 move? I don't even know if it was a move, but it looked fancy. All right, I could take right away and then knight d5. No, I'm gonna take right away. That has to be the move. It comes with a tempo. Now knight d5. I'm hitting the bishop. My knight is a monster in the center. And of course, we're putting pressure on it. Don't forget, Hypermodern approach. We want him to have a beautiful center, and we provoke this push. It looks aggressive, but now the center goes from being powerful to just being a target. Oh, did they give us the pawn? I think so. Now, the question is, should we take or should we take the bishop first? Okay. I thought you were talking about me and only me, but my opponent did great to us too. Don't know. I hope early next year. I hope so. Okay, so what to do? Magnus Carlsen, what would you play here? Knight f4, knight f5, you'll probably play something else. I mean, this one is nice because it comes with a tempo. But knight e5 preserve this monster knight. You know, I love pawns too much. Takes, bishop e5, queen b4, rook b8, and then I take on b2. Let me do the right thing. I hate to have hanging pieces. Like this bishop on e5, I don't like it. I gotta bring it back to safety. Right now, it's not a big deal, but... Thank you. Thanks a lot for leaving the feedback here. I hope you enjoy it, you continue to enjoy it. And if you come across something you don't like, or any games where you get in trouble, just let me know, okay? I really want to get that pawn, but it just cannot be right. So let me go back to safety. Same setup. Just improve your pieces. We don't need to get fancy, just improve your pieces. Okay, now can we take? I guess no. This is coming. And we've talked about this before. Being 2 squares away from that knight is going to give you, it's going to allow you to control the knight. Something to keep in mind. Just like in the other game, I'm thinking f5, claiming full control, trying to play 4. most likely e4. Most likely e4. There's nothing defined or talked about yet, but probably more towards the e4. Welcome aboard. Okay, so you see the same move. I recommended when the center is locked, this f5, but here it makes perfect sense too. The only thing to keep in mind is this diagonal. Okay, get out of here. We're gaining more space. You see the diagonal? You gotta know your stuff, my friend. Gotta know it. Okay, take. Get away from the diagonal, just in case. Just in case. This knight has been a monster the entire game. Doesn't mean we cannot lose, but it was nice to have you here, my friend. Absolutely. Okay, now I'm not even gonna think twice. This is a protected pass pawn. Endgame is mine. Let me stop talking nonsense. It's not mine, but I feel better. Come on, that has to be a tactic. Weak square. Every time you push a pawn, you create weaknesses. What kind of weakness? I didn't see that coming. Takes, takes. No, I don't need to do anything crazy. Let me go back. Okay, gotta play fast. Yeah, you had to do it. Rook on the 7th rank. All right, that endgame, it was ours. This protected pass pawn, the moment they allowed us to do this, it's just winning. But we have to be careful. All right, we got that one. And the same thing, quiet setup. Let me just update over here. That's 151. And we play the same setup. Now, after this one, we're gonna go back to playing 5-5, way more quiet. I think way better quality, stronger opponents. Unless you guys tell me otherwise. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we got our setup. Now we look into our toolbox and we pick the plan we want. In this case, I'm gonna go knight b to d2 to play e4. Simple tactics. We're not doing anything fancy, like 5 move combinations, just simple forks, pins, skewers. Whatever you want to call it. I'm just doing my same thing that I play as black. I'm using it as the white pieces. You got it, you got it. Next game, we go back to it. Hey, I'm just like you. I'm really bad playing on the time pressure. But even if you hate it, you have to get exposure to it. So don't ignore it. Don't avoid it. All right. C3 I want to play. Maybe not now. How about knight b3? Let me play c3. This leaves d3 weak, but it's not a big deal right now. Okay. Queen c2. When I play c3, the queen belongs on c2. If I'm black, I'm playing c6 and the queen goes to c7. Now, just provoking this move, b5 is available for one of my knights, but also if I ever take the bishop, then they gotta take with the c pawn and they get a very ugly pawn structure. What to do here, huh? Not. Hey, what if I change the move order? So I wanted to do bishop g5 and then e5, but it's too slow. What if I play e5 and then bishop g5. At the very least, the king is gonna get exposed. Huh. Give me something, give me something. Look, there's nothing I can do about that. Like I don't own or work for chess.com. So when you ask me, I wish I could help, but there's nothing I can do. Cha cha cha. Let me just improve my pieces. I like, this is an isolated pawn. It's going to fall sooner or later. Now, bishop is already very, very active. What to do, huh? I'm gonna trade pieces. I'm up. I'm not up, but this is gonna fall. I'm liking this. Now what to do? Counterintuitive, because I'm putting my rook on the same diagonal, but we have a way out. No, honestly, no. No particular reason, but the answer is no. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna move. My plan, I don't know. I still don't know if it makes sense or not. If it made sense or not. Hello, hello. What's going on? I think the Hikaru method is way better. I really don't like... Let me go check. I don't like trading this bishop that is not moved for my knight. Oh, wait. I'm playing with fire and I know it. I'm playing with fire. Let me not play with fire anymore. I'm taking... I got a lot of tempi or tempos against that rook, that queen, but I don't want to get too fancy. There's no need. There's just no need. All right, tactics in the air. Always being careful with this. This rook is a little bit awkward right here, but now I see a very nice tactic, but I don't think it's gonna work. No. Oh yeah, nice tactic. I think they have to play rook g8, and then rook d8 has to be beautiful. No, they don't want to do that. Okay, they don't let me play beautiful chess. What to do? I gotta keep the queen on the board. Probably trading queens is the way to go, but I feel like I need to keep the queens. Okay, I saw this far. This is not possible because of this. Oh, was rook d8 the way to go? Takes. Maybe. That was it worked there too, but... And here, queen g4. Come on, there has to be something here for me. Uh-oh, he made a mistake. All right, we go back to the 5-5s. A little bit too crazy. It's way nicer, more educational when we do the 5-5s. Right, let me go to 5-5. Where are you? Here we go. Play. Let me update this in the meantime. And that's 152. And here we go. Black pieces. We're playing is 1579, getting very close to 1600. And are they going to play? Well, let's see. Okay, classical, burn, Austrian. Hello, hello. Classical. It's interesting that we're getting so much of this, the classical setup. Of course, they always change it up after. But now, if they castle, this is our 20th person at least that falls into this central fork. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I know. So now we go back to that. Let's go back to that. Okay, this is valid. First person who does this, by the way. And now I just want to make sure no one lands on G5. That's it. Right, be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Let me go knight C6. Is that what I want? E5, there's no need to do it right now. Let me go king. No. E5, pawn takes, knight takes. Let me go bishop f5, just in case. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I almost don't want to give you the bishop, but I agree. All right, only piece that is doing nothing, we bring it over. All right, I guess you really wanted that. Now e5, it had to be played. It just had to be played. All right, careful with this now. They have to be careful with that. Guys, I don't really care, to be honest. Don't really care. That doesn't add anything to anyone's life. I mean, if it affects you directly, well, do something about it. But if not, just focus on what really matters. By the way, advertising baby yogurt. Like I started to buy it for my daughter, and I just buy more, and I have it too. Yeah, this has to be played. Only parents will understand. Hello. No. Wait, no attack. Just keep it simple. Okay, so what do we do now? E4 is so attractive, but what if we just take? Is yogurt made out of baby? Made out of babies. Even F3 is very, very nice. Oof, F3 is the move. I just realized. Okay, pretend like you're playing this in a tournament game. How would you continue? F3, one candidate move. E4, E takes D4. F3 is so nice. I wonder what if they just don't do anything. Then I take. They take. Even Queen F5 is a very nice move. Okay, E4. Good idea. F3, I think that's what I'm gonna play. There you go. You have the whole combo. All right, guys, let's go with F3. It cannot be wrong. It just cannot be wrong. Rook F5, interesting. Yeah, now my main concern is if they just don't react, right? I guess we take, or we just play. I guess we take. Okay. That one we had to consider. They have to take. This is gonna be a nice tactic. It's gonna be a nice tactic if they take. I don't know about you, but I feel like we have to be better. I mean, if you look at it from Black's perspective, their king is being attacked, their bishop was not developed. No, good question. You cannot do en passant here. Remember, for en passant, your pawn needs to be, like when this pawn goes 2 steps, it needs to land next to your pawn. And it's not the case. It was not the case. Okay, so they just moved. This is another pawn, my friends. This is another pawn. And I want it, but I cannot. Now look at this. I could take Rook B1, Knight C3. And I'm going to get something out of it, but I feel like I'm activating their pieces too much. It's difficult to resist, I know, but it is what it is. Let me just go Queen E6, just improve my pieces little by little. Always being careful, not careful, but keeping in mind this tactic. If the pawn takes, this is hanging. Of course, knight's here, but now it doesn't work. Maybe in the future it does. Exactly, and that's exactly what I don't want to give up. Too much fun, my friend. Welcome back. Bienvenido. All right. What to do? I think I made a mistake. Queen e6 made no sense. Queen e7 was the move. I wasted a very important move there. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. It was simple, and I didn't even consider it before. Now there's nothing they could do, right? I did it because it was an energetic move. I'm putting pressure on this. I'm bringing my queen to the king side. That's where all of my pieces are, and the king is there. But looking closer, they cannot do this. We just take it. They cannot go king h2. We have bishop. And if they try to take the bishop first, it's just too slow. If they do this, I guess we still take with either bishop or knight. Probably knight is the way to go. And interesting how we have, not important right now, right? But bishop 2 squares away from the knight, very important. We keep that knight at margin. Hello, hello. Welcome aboard. I actually was at the chess club you have in Athens, like probably 2 years ago. I almost get fancy and play like this, but they have check. So let me take with the knight. I don't want him to have any checks. No checks. Probably bishop f5 was better, but I don't know. All right, we got that one. That's 153. And quickly here, we have the same setup, classical. My opponent actually allows me to do the central fork. And then that's it. We just play chess. Important when you get into this line, the h6 move. On YouTube, we have never talked about this central fork. In the course, we really talk about it. And it's working really well, actually, in this speed run. All right, next one. We made it to 1592. Welcome, welcome. And let's see if we get lucky. Black pieces, we're playing our system. Same content we covered in the Chessable course. Same system that works against anything. Main line is knight c3. Sometimes we see bishop d3, but we do the same thing. This is the Austrian ideal. The white pieces to have that powerful center, and then we gotta strike it. I think when we went from 1200 to 1300, the last game, we had this line. We gotta get comfortable. We gotta get comfortable with that. No, I did. Did it? Did I? I think I did. I did. Like I did it right before they gave up. Because it was unstoppable the checkmate, so I did. Oh, C5, yeah. But I'm using the lines from the Chessable course. In the Chessable course, we're doing castling, and I'm doing it because that's what I'm playing. I switched from playing C5. C5 could get into really complicated lines that you have to be sharp and memorize it before the tournament. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep it simple with castling, and I know that by heart. Okay, to take or not to take. We gotta take. We didn't have to take, but simple tactic, similar to what we got before. As a follower from Cuba, living in the US, I say hi. What's going on? What's going on? Yes, I don't know if it was you, but someone recommended that, and I liked it. I like it a lot. I'm putting it together, and I'm gonna just add it. Just typical tactics. Typical tactics. Look, I think it's a shame that that guy. I don't know if it did it or not, but it's a shame that happened because I think he's at the end of the day he's very talented, but decisions. The hypermodern combo. All right, so we got the piece back. They say they couldn't care less. All right, so the center. Remember they had a beautiful center, the Austrian attack center. We took care of that as a hypermodern player, and the question is, what do we do next? Oh, I think I know. Cha 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 cha. Cha. I think I know. I just think it's a shame. That's honestly it. I mean, Kramnik was world champion, very strong player. Everyone really admires him. So seeing this guy is going off like that, it's actually a shame. It's actually a shame. I mean, even if you have reasons, just make sure that you think about it before you do it. Like if you accuse me like Gata did against me, fine, I'm a nobody. But you're accusing Nakamura, like, I mean. But anyways, I want to think at the end of the day it's just drama. Either he's going through a tough time or he's just looking for attention or something like that. But it's a shame. It's a shame. Okay. We gotta do it. Look, this is a very important game here. I really was looking for this cheap tactic, which is a simple fork, right? And sometimes we fall in love with these tactics and we get into uncomfortable positions. What is this? Look at this. Look at this. And of course, you're never going to get it. So important to do the right move. I mean, the move that makes sense, and don't be looking for cheap tricks. Yeah, because of that, I just wanted that cheap trick. No. It's just beginner stuff. The beginner stuff chases us. All right. Now they want to double up before that happens. Okay, don't push it, my friend. Don't push it. Don't give up on me yet. That was a nice move. All right. If it has to happen, let it happen. He looked and looked, and he found something. Now, what bishop do I want to get for it? I want to get this one, but how? How? Well, it is what it is. Ooh, that was nice. Simplifying the game, that's it. He's like, I'm gonna get an exchange, I'm gonna simplify the game as much as I can. All right, now, like I always tell you, don't get frustrated. If this happens, use it as a training exercise. How can I turn things around? Can I find resources? I think the answer is no, but let's try. No, you cannot repeat moves. If you go rook d6, he's gonna go bishop c5, skewer. Right here. See, if I go back, come on. If I go back here, that's a skewer. I'm losing the exchange anyways. All right, I saw this far. Not a big deal. Let me take. Now, in my mind, I'm already lost. There's nothing to lose. Let's try to complicate the game. Let's look for resources. Let's see. That's it. Now that file is not annoying anymore. The diagonal will be, but the file won't. It was just too much pressure. Yeah, I missed it too. My opponent did not. My opponent did not miss that. All right, now we look for cheap tricks. We look for complications. My opponent should do the opposite. Try to keep it simple. Don't give me any edge. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here because I don't want to pin my bishop. I need the bishop for those tricks, little tricks that I need to find. So lift my pieces flexible. Oh, that's what I want, but my opponent knows what he's doing. All right, my friend. I almost made a mistake. If I go here, they have check and then mate. So it's not gonna happen. If you want to complicate the game, you need the queen. But I don't feel so bad about this endgame. I just don't. I have an extra pawn. My bishop is gonna be a monster. Let's go. Oof. If he goes king g1, but of course, again, that's the beginner in me. He did it. Okay, check. Now, my goal is to trade these two pawns for two of my pawns. If that happens, it's gonna be a draw. Yes, yes. In retrospect, but at the moment, I honestly underestimated my opponent's counterplay. But it's okay. It happens. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get checkmated. I gotta be careful. Fine. I think I'm gonna trade at least one of these two. Okay, well done. Endgames, boring. Nobody likes to study endgames, but we have to. We have to. Let me go back. I want to play h4, but I don't want him to play g4 and I'm pinned. Yeah. Okay, so now I could play g4. I mean h4. I don't need to prove anything. My opponent does. You're right. That's a good point. That's a very good point. All right, I want to see you come over and checkmate me. If you leave with the king to activate it, I get the pawn. I'm trying not to lose. That's what's happening. There's no way I'm losing these. Then I proceed to lose these. That said, even rook versus bishop is a draw. G5. They don't even have this check, but then I just cannot take after. So let me do this. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, now we play g5. If they go check, we just leave. That's fine. This has to happen, and it's a draw. That's it. That's it. Get out of here. Now, if you have rook versus bishop, you want to go to the opposite color of the bishop. Ideally, I would have my king here and my bishop protecting it from every check. Yeah. Now, he's going to try to keep pushing. He has nothing to lose, but... Now he's gonna put me in check here. Let me be careful with any skewers or any silly things like this. It's still not happening, but I need to be careful. Huh, did you just... Oh man, you didn't. Of course you didn't. He has Rook H5, almost. You almost don't have anything. All right, time to run for the right corner. All right, this is gonna make us... It's gonna make this so much longer, but let's do it. Remember this, all you have to do is go to the opposite color of the bishop and stay there. I know. Bum, bum, bum. We got 50 moves. He has 50 moves to checkmate me. Should be a draw. Should be a draw. Should have gone here for this check, just in case. Until move 113, we're gonna be here. That's it. If it moves any of these two, it's gonna be a draw. It's stalemate. So they have to leave. Let me move again. Man, I'm not gonna let you poison me. And I wouldn't even get upset about that. What can I tell you? It's a theoretical draw. I can mess it up and get checkmated, but I shouldn't. It should be okay. Man. I have. You don't see it, but I have asked for it. He says no. Now it's a 5-second increment. For a few more moves. Dun, 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 dun. Man. Well, look, on the bright side, I'm almost certain none of you knew or remembered how to defend again in this endgame. So look at the bright side. Oh man. I really like it. Honestly, I like this. I like what's going on. Enjoy the process. Dun, 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 dun. Like my king is not even, his king is not even in position for a checkmate anymore. Hey, it's a slow process. We're getting there. Maybe. I'm not even gonna say no. Maybe, but very unlikely. Okay, I got like another 20 moves before the game is a draw. 50 move rule. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, he has to be hoping for me to put the bishop in front of him. That's the only way. All right. I hope just not tuning in. All right. 92 moves already. No, 94 moves already. Come on. You know, this happened to me. I played a tournament recently, and it was king and rook versus knight and rook. And it was the same thing, just my opponent trying to checkmate me left and right. Okay, let me just go here. It's a check. Yeah, she laughed, but wait until later today, my friend. I have done it multiple times, but of course he has not. There's no way he's losing this, so that's why he's not gonna accept it. Come on, man. Let us enjoy whatever we have left. I mean, thank you, but come on. It's hard to let go. Okay, this is move number 101. So 10 more moves. No, forget about that. Whew, man. Okay, we got 1 point out of it. So we made it to 1593. He's offering a rematch. There's no way, man. There's no way you're gonna get. There's no way that's gonna happen. All right, let's go to the next one. So that's 4 draws. Hello, my Twitter friend. What's going on? All right, white pieces. Let's not give this guy a break. Let's try not to. That was a long game. Over 100 moves. Unbelievable. No. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, she actually said hi a moment ago. She passed by the stream and she said hi. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get into King's Indian defense versus the fianchetto variation. No, Pierce defense versus the fianchetto variation. Of course, we're playing as white this time, but it's the same ideas. No, we focused on one system that works against everything from black's perspective, but if you can play it as black, you can play it as white. Like I say in the course, just a second. As I say in the course, ideally you play something else as white to expand your horizons, to learn more chess, but you can it's perfectly fine if you play this as white. No, this is like, there's a playlist with all of the videos. We started last Monday, not yesterday, but a week ago, from 500. We did 9 hours straight and we made it to 1100. And then we've kept going 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, this is from the beginning of the speedrun using this system. I really want to play c4. But no, let's go knight c3. Just hoping these pawns advance. One of those perfect pawns in the center, I need them to advance. The question is how. Okay, developing my pieces. All right, this is getting more and more interesting now. Before I couldn't do this move because f6 was gonna be pretty nice for them. Now I found a hole and we're putting pressure on that knight. And I feel like if we take that knight, the center is not gonna be as stable anymore. Let's see. This would be great, but I don't think they're gonna go for it. There you go, give it a try. That's a very simple one, actually. I don't need to do this now. Okay, if they take with the knight, this falls, right? So they have to take with the queen. I want to take and then knight g5. Probably queen d2 was better. Yep, definitely queen d2 was better. Connecting the rooks, simple chess. All right, my opponent is thinking. He has a huge center, but he doesn't know how to use it. All right, we have to go in. We have to go in. Can I do this? Cha-cha. Almost. Let's put pressure. Let's put pressure. They won on c6. I agree. Tomorrow. That's a good question. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Probably not. Probably not. If I do, it's gonna be. I'm gonna let you know hours in advance if I have some time. But tomorrow is a busy day. Tomorrow is a busy day. All right. Twitch has that issue. It happens sometimes. Someone told me if you put it on the right resolution, like 1050 or something, you're good. But it happens. It just happens. Okay, so we get what we wanted. Now I'm not sure if I wanted it or not. Let's do it. They went from 3 pawns to only 2 pawns. Is this the way to go? It might be. I don't need to do it, but this would be so interesting. Pawn takes, queen takes. I'm putting pressure on the bishop. It's pinned. No, we don't need this in our lives. We keep going back. Many people are not comfortable with this, retreating, letting them gain space. But I feel comfortable. These are hanging pawns for all we know. Let's see. It's not pinned. 1080p. Okay, 1080p. I know. I really want to sacrifice, but the center is gone. It's 31 already. 31. We'll be 32 in March. Time flies. What can I tell you? Yeah, I guess it has to do with the resolution. All right, going back to the game. If we win this one, it's going to be the last game, but well, still, let's not get so happy yet. What do you mean? Yeah. Okay, but now, do we have this move? We just might. We just might have that move. And I'm thinking, if they had blocked with the bishop, well, we take here. This is very powerful. Taking with the queen, we take, and that's check. Now, I think with this, we're winning now. Because this is still trapped. I'm hitting the queen, and this is still trapped. I don't think I missed anything. Queen h5 was interesting, but this should be good enough. Yeah, just know YouTube is open. YouTube is open. Just keep it balanced. Keep it balanced between 5-5 and 15-10 or longer time controls. You gotta get exposure to both. All right, this is a dream. This is a dream. That's it. For all I know, we are up 3 pawns. This has to be an easy endgame. We got the bishop, powerful bishop, versus the knight. Welcome back. You welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what happens with Twitch. Is this necessary, this in-between check? I don't think it helps us in any way. Only piece that hadn't moved at all is already improved. They gotta simplify the game. And the thing is that once they do, I'm putting so much pressure on c6. If the knight leaves, then the 7th rank. And if rook c6, I'll be happy to just trade everything. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the support. It hasn't been easy, but it should be mate. Puzzle rush. This is puzzle rush material. All right, we made it to 1601, believe it or not. And as you can see, the games are being a little bit tougher. We have to be more focused. They're taking longer, but that's part of the process. As you move up the ladder, this is what you can expect. But the opening has never been a problem. It's more about really getting comfortable with this hypermodern approach, letting them control the center, target the center, force them to leave weaknesses and then take advantage of it. Let me activate. Let me update this. I don't remember if I updated the one before. Did I? Well, anyways, here we go. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to go over them. We've come a long way. We have come a long way. Let me put this down here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to see that you're enjoying it. All right, guys, if you have no questions, don't forget to, if you already get the course, you have within Chessable, you have the discussions. You can ask questions there. I'm always posting updates on there. If not, I'll see you here on YouTube. Just stay tuned, okay? Be safe. I'll probably see you tomorrow, if not the day after. I'm trying to schedule the streams at least a few hours ahead of time for you to know that it's coming. And that's it. I will see you soon.